Hello and welcome to another music review. My name is DJ Prime and today we're talking about Roy Woods' latest or debut album, Waking at Dawn. Now Roy Woods is a Toronto singer and slash rapper who's signed to OVO. He dropped an EP last year titled X's and this is like his first album, his debut album as I said earlier. Waking at Dawn. It's about 10 tracks and we're just going to go in and talk about it. He stated that some of his musical influences are people like The Weeknd, Michael Jackson, Usher, and that definitely reflects on this LP because you have a lot of songs like Sonic Boom and How I Feel, and you really feel both the influence of The Weeknd and the influence of Michael Jackson, especially in some of his cadences where he's expressing a lot more emotion. The themes on this album really revolve around love and occasionally around the struggles he's faced as an upcoming artist. For me, this was a very good album. It's a very good indication of the type of musical direction that Roy Woods is going to go in. There's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of sadness, even though it is thematically revolving around love. I would say Roy Woods shows a lot of versatility. There's a little bit of, that kind of Division, Majid Jordan type feel on this. You also have the really emotional, dreary, melancholy type tracks. And then you also have a lot of, Caribbean influence. I believe Roy Woods himself is of Guyanese heritage. I believe his parents are from Guyana or something like that. In songs like Go and Big Up Yourself. I will say that with his rapping, he still has a lot to grow. He's a young person. He's just 20. So there will be a lot of growth in his rap. I wouldn't say his raps are up to par yet. Something that I would consider him as a rapper. I would say for now I consider him as an R&B singer. He does, on this project at least, show a great vocal range. He does show himself as being a very vocal artist. He does have a great voice, at least from what I can hear on this. I don't know if he will sound the same on a live performance. But that being said, it's a good project. Very emotional, a lot of love themes, a lot of, that kind of moody, sad songs. I do like those kinds of songs. A lot of people are turned off by that, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, so not a bad album. I'd say some of my favorite songs on this would be Sonic Boom, Switch, and Menace. Go and Big Up Yourself is another nice song, with the sort of reinvigoration of the dancehall singer. I think this is a good song. Yeah, it's a short album, just 10 tracks. It doesn't run over 35 minutes too much. And yeah, I would recommend you get this album if you're into R&B, if you're into the aforementioned artists, if you're like a fan of The Weeknd, a fan of maybe the OVO and Drake type sound. He's really sticking in tune with that OVO sound. I would say, in my personal opinion, and I don't really like to compare artists and projects, but I would say I enjoyed this a lot more than I enjoyed Trap Soul. I would say there's a lot more emotional delivery on here, and there's a lot of themes and the instrumentation, might I add, is phenomenal on this. It really sets the mood. It really gives you an atmosphere of the type of setting that this is in. You have Francis Got Heat, a Toronto producer, on a lot of the tracks on this album. You also have Murder Beats on here, and I don't know how I feel. I can't find who produced that. Perhaps Roy Woods produced this himself. As for the writers on this, it seems like Roy Woods wrote a lot of these songs himself, so there's a lot of personal touch to this. I find it, even though he is drawing inspiration from people like The Weeknd and Michael Jackson, he does bring something that's unique and sort of authentic to who he is. And yeah, I'm a fan of Roy Woods now. I enjoyed this project. I'd give this album a 7.5. These are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the description below. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you're new around here, why not subscribe? My name is the Judge Prime. I hope you have a good day and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.